Jim Nabors, a singer and comic actor who played the bumbling but good-natured hayseed Gomer Pyle on the Andy Griffith Show before starring as an unlikely Marine recruit in Gomer Pyle. U.S.M.C., one of the most popular sitcoms of the 1960s, died at his home in Honolulu. He was 87. His death was confirmed to the Associated Press by his husband, Stan Cadwallader. The cause was not disclosed, but Nabors had a liver transplant in 1994 and heart surgery in 2012. Nabors had never acted before Griffith saw him perform at a nightclub, where he portrayed a bumpkin whose high-pitched drawl changed to an operatic baritone when he broke into song. "I don't know what you do," Griffith told Nabors, "but it's magic, whatever it is." Quote, Nabors joined the cast of The Andy Griffith Show in 1963. The sitcom, which debuted in 1960, featured Griffith as a small-town sheriff in Mayberry, North Carolina, with Don Knotts as his hapless deputy, Barney Fife. Nabors' character of Gomer Pyle, originally promised to George Lindsay, who later played Gomer's cousin, Goober, was a gas station attendant of limited abilities and lamb-like innocence. Gomer's slack-jawed expressions of amazement, golly, quote, Shazam, and surprise, 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 became catchphrases of the time. He showed up in Mayberry and was an instant success. Daniel Davis, author of the 2015 book Andy and Don, The Making of a Friendship and a Classic American TV Show, said in an interview, "I think the very best episodes of that show were the ones that featured the three of them. Andy, Don and Jim. Andy and Don both thought Jim was a natural." Quote, in one of his first encounters with Griffith, as Sheriff Andy Taylor, Gomer explains that he can't do mechanical work. "J use gas and oil, water and air. Water and air is free. We don't make no charge for it. Now, you take gas and oil, pronounced all, that is a different proposition entire, pronounced entire. We make a charge for that, depending on how many times the pump out there goes ding-dong. It's 30 cents a ding." Quote, in another episode, Barney Fife stops Gomer on a Mayberry street for making an illegal U-turn. As Barney leaves the scene, making a U-turn of his own, Gomer runs toward his police car. "Stop, Barney, stop. Citizens arrest. Citizens arrest. Citizens arrest." Quote, he asks Barney to write himself a ticket. "You've got to be kidding." Barney says, "You hear that, folks?" Gomer replies, "There are two sets of laws. One for the police and one for the ordinary citizens." Quote, after a year and a half as one of the most beloved characters on The Andy Griffith Show, Gomer enlisted in the Marines, thus launching a spin-off, Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. The show, which premiered in 1964, also featured Frank Sutton as Sergeant Carter, Gomer's crew-cut and flummoxed drill sergeant, always out of step as he marched. Gomer performed menial tasks with eager pride, as his open-hearted good nature prevailed.